Oh my goodness. Hi guys. I don't know what episode of Business Gossip this is, but I kind of just like decided to pick up the camera because why not? I prayed about this. I'm like, God, am I supposed to be doing business gossip again? Let me tell y'all how fast God worked because I literally shout out to the young lady who commented on my TikTok and was like, I speak for everybody when we say we missed business gossip. Girl, you got it. Business gossip is back. It's back in full effect. Okay. Cause I feel like I have so much to share with y'all, man. Like, so much has changed. When was my last episode? Maybe a year ago? Probably more than that. Oh, it's been longer than that. Cause I think I was talking about my dad's passing. Yeah, it's been longer than that. So this is kind of going to be like a recap of what I've been doing, where I've been, what I've been going through mentally, emotionally, business. Oh my God, it's been such a roller coaster. It's been an amazing roller coaster, and I'm grateful for it because I just feel like what is to come is about to blow my mind, and I'm just so excited for it. Um, and y'all know, like one of my goals that I promise to God is to help 100 women reach their business goals, and I'm still on that journey. But I feel like I had to take a step back because it was a lot of things that I needed to continue to go through myself. I took a step back from the coaching um, aspect of everything, and I'm like, okay, Rashida, we need to go through a few things first before you re-enter into your coaching era. And I'm back. I've learned so much. I have mastered so many aspects of business. It almost got to the point to where it's like I didn't know who I was as a coach because not to toot my own horn, but I became so knowledgeable in a lot of different areas of business to where I didn't know if I needed to box myself in one specific area. So business gossip is just this platform. YouTube allows me to talk about all of those areas that I am skillful in. And I didn't want to box myself in because I'm very knowledgeable in the legalization process of business. I'm very knowledgeable in the marketing aspect of businesses. I'm very knowledgeable in the product development. Every little aspect of business I have experienced, and I feel like I'm very knowledgeable and I'm still learning. I made a lot of mistakes along the way, and logistics. Oh my God, y'all. Just wait till I tell y'all a story about my growing pains that I have just experienced just within the last 2 years because of last year because of the Trump administration. Like business owners have been going through hell, especially when you expect large shipments. We've been we've been going through it, y'all, for real. But I say all of that to say this. I'm so excited to be back on Business Gossip. I have now opened my books for just clarity calls in terms of helping small business owners. And the clarity calls just allows me to see where you all are in your business and how I can be of assistance because I'm just not about to put a course out. I have tons of courses talking about tons of different areas of business, but I don't want to just put a course out. I want to know where you all are in your business and where I can grow a program to actually be some assistance and value to you all and not just put out a course, stick you in the course and just leave you hanging. That's why I took a step back from coaching. My DMs are full on Instagram asking when I'm going to coach again. And that's why I didn't, y'all. I needed to continue to go through my little trenches in my business and continue to make mistakes so that I can learn from them, know how to fix them, and I can teach you all how to not do what I've done and make those same mistakes. But I'm back and I'm in a very, very healthy mental space. First off, y'all see that I'm in a different space. I'm in my new warehouse that I've completely outgrown already. I'm actually waiting on a shipment right now to come from FedEx. 20 boxes come today and another 20 boxes come tomorrow. And I ain't got nowhere to put them, but my sales are consistent. 1122 is doing absolutely amazing. I have pretty much the whole business model on autopilot, and that's what I cannot wait to share with you all. How to put your business on autopilot. I want to teach you guys the system that I've designed for myself that has worked for other businesses as well. I tested it with other small businesses and in his work, my launching strategy, and I came up with my strategy. I named her Karen. So Karen is content, automations, retarget, educating, and nurture. And in business gossip, I'm going to break down every single letter in my Karen strategy. It works every time. It's the same strategy that I run every single time I have a drop. And right now I'm in a scaling phase right now, and 1122 is just booming out of the water. We are doing 5 figures a day now, and I'm absolutely freaking blown away. I'm blown away. So right now I'm just looking to hire one more person. I like to keep my team small, because a smaller team means smaller expenses. Okay, my expenses have definitely doubled. All right. So being in this warehouse means a lot more money. However, this was a definitely big jump for me, coming from a space that only cost me, I had 2 spaces in my last place, and it only cost me $1,300 for those 2 spaces, to now me coming over to a space that is like doubled. So, yeah, it was definitely a big jump, and I had to do it. I had to do it scared. I think if I would have not moved when God told me to move, I probably would have still been over there. And I think that's a lot of times we hold ourselves back. We pray for overflow in our business. We pray for expansion. But when God gives you that opportunity to expand and grow, now we scared. You're like, all right, now I'm giving it to you. Why you not moving? And this is one of those situations. And it just happened so crazy because I was in that old space, and I wanted to officially get 3 suites over there because I already had 2. And if I would have got the 3rd suite, it would have allowed me to connect all 3 suites in one, like in an L shape. And I was like, God, I really want this suite next door. My rent is going to be $2,000. I really want this suite next door. The man didn't give it to me. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Must be got something bigger for me. So I didn't sweat it. Y'all, lo and behold, a couple of months later, all of a sudden the guy was like, oh, we think we're going to go in a different direction. We're not going to renew your lease. And he basically was kicking me out because he didn't, I guess I was packing and shipping in there, and everybody else had like daycares and things like that. So he was like, oh, your business is not aligning with what we want to do with the building. So I said, okay, basically you kicking me out. Fine. I tell y'all no lie. 10 minutes later, after I got that email of the guy basically wanting me to move out of the business, I saw this business on LoopNet. And it was my old space is right there. It's like right across from these trees across the street. So I said, what? Well, where is this? Took my GPS literally right around the corner. And I came in this space and I was like, do it, Lord. Do it. Do it for me, Lord. Do it. And I said, and I told God, I said, if this is for me, make this process seamless. Make it too easy for me to believe. Y'all, I didn't have to fill out no application. That man said, what do you do? I said, I design boots. I own a boot brand. Okay, well, the rent's $2,500 a month. This is what we're going to do to the space. How do you want it set up? And I'm looking at him like, that's it. It was just that easy. I did not fill out an application. That man basically gave me this space. It was so, I was like, okay. And I immediately got nervous. I was like, there is no way that it was this easy for me to get this space. And I've always said, I'm going to be in a flex space, and I'm going to have like my studio, office space in the front, and the warehouse in the back. I got just that, y'all. Everything that I've been speaking over my business and in my life, I got. I bought my dream car in my business name using my business credit. Everything that I've been teaching other small business owners, I've done. So I'm not going to tell you something that I haven't done myself. This is possible. Okay. And it's like, as I'm sitting here telling y'all this, I'm still mind blown because this really happened. I used to pray, God, expand my territory. And when I got in this space and I walked through here, I said, I want this warehouse to be so filled with inventory and boxes you can't walk through. Go open my warehouse door and see if you can walk through it. I have inventory packed. I have at least close to $500,000 worth of inventory in there. No lie. One of the reasons why I felt like I couldn't grow and scale in that place is because I didn't have the space to. Like, it was no way for me to be able to scale in a 600-700 square foot building. I'm in a 2,500 square foot place that haven't even been here a year yet, and I'm already busting out the seams. I had to move my packing station in my office space so that only my inventory can sit in there. And I did all of this because I created a freaking launching strategy that just blew my business up. And it continues to blow my business up. And you know, the crazy thing is, it all started with pre-orders. Because as I said, when I was in the other building, I wasn't able to hold the inventory. I had no choice but to start with pre-orders. However, there's a way to do pre-orders. Do not use these people money don't do pre-orders to where you're collecting your customers' money and then putting the things in production. You have to go ahead and have this stuff already in production. It has to be at least 60% finished production. Then you launch your pre-orders so that the only time that they're waiting is for that production order to get from one part of the world to another. Don't let your customers wait on their pre-orders through production and transit time. Because let me tell y'all something. This is where my growing pain started. Was waiting for my stuff to get out of customs. Because of the Trump administration, small businesses were having to wait months on end to get their things and fight through customs and these tariffs. Your customers is not going to understand that this is out of your control. But being transparent with them, letting them know, like, hey, y'all, listen, my stuff is stuck in customs. It's nothing I can do. But I have been so transparent with my customers to the point where they felt like they knew me personally. Like, a lot of things were genuinely out of my control and I had no control over, right? And I told myself in 2026, I would never do another pre-order ever again. Like, this was the year that I didn't have to do a pre-order because I knew for a fact anything that I had posted on my website was going to be shipped within 2 to 3 business days. And a lot of people knew me for pre-order, like, oh, her shipping's going to take a while, but now anytime that I post content, I always stress shipping will only take 2 to 3 business days. I made sure to stress that in all of my content. Sales skyrocketed. Now, a lot of business owners have to do the pre-order method, but it's a way for you to do the pre-order method. And that's how I designed Karen. When you start your pre-order, have your automations kick in immediately so that you can feel a sense of relief and your customers will know what's going on the back end. Okay, so when you start pushing out that content and you get them hyped for your products, automations, emails, text messages should automatically kick in the moment that they pre-order from you and get that email confirmation. Because what's going to happen is you're going to set up a pre-order email series, giving them automatic updates every single week. If your pre-order is going to take 4 to 6 weeks, your customer should be getting an email at least every week. Every week, just stand in front of them because the only thing they really want to know is what's going on. People get scared and they get weary and they think it's scam-like when they don't hear from you. Like, if they've given you their money and you go quiet, that's when the problem begins. You have to set up your email flows. Set your email flows in your text message. Like, hey, we didn't forget about you. Your shoes are currently on the water. La, da, da, da. I even found a way that I can track my shipping. Like, I would ask my logistics team, I need to know the name of the container. I need to know the container number. I need to know my bill of lading. I need to know the name of the ship, because I can go in and I can see exactly where that ship is on the water, because I need to let my customers know, okay, girl, your order is crossing the Pacific Ocean. Like, I'm just that detailed with them, so they can know, okay, I still got a ways to go before I receive my order. That's how all of my pre-orders have been successful. I think out of all of my pre-orders, I can count on one hand how many order cancellations and chargebacks I have ever had. And it's a lot of times it's because they didn't read my website. A lot of people do not read the website when they do pre-orders. And that's another thing that I really want to talk to y'all about. Having your checkout page optimized for conversions. Having everything that's going to save you so much headache is having your website checkout page optimized for conversions. SEO, your checkout page, your content, and your email series is going to change the whole trajectory of your brand. I promise you. I'm telling y'all, I went through hell and high waters. I pretty much went through the good, bad, and the extra ugly and learned everything. And now I'm officially comfortable enough to share my experience, to teach, and show y'all how to do it too. So I can't wait until we hop back in business gossip. So I'm gonna try to do business gossip every Mondays. Let's do Mondays. Mondays are my administrative day, and I pretty much, it's a slow Monday for me today. And I just have a shipment coming. As soon as my shipment gets here, y'all, I'm gone. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop and get me a bite to eat, and I'm done. And Wednesdays is when I pay my bills, and that's it. We definitely gonna do business gossip, because I really want to tell y'all how I mimic, and I think I mentioned, I think I mentioned to y'all how I stole, or I don't want to say stole, but how I was able to get into Steve Madden's funnel and pretty much mimic his sales strategy. And I just kind of tweaked it a little bit and made it my own. And your girl been making five figures every day, just about, using his sales funnel and tweaking it to where it kind of like helped me with my pre-orders. And now I'm retweaking my sales strategy because I no longer have to do pre-orders now. So those who were that were are in my shoes needing the pre-order strategy, that's what I'm teaching. So if you don't have inventory on hand, or if you're struggling with cash flow, logistics, y'all, I pretty much can help you with anything. So you're able to book clarity calls. I'm just doing clarity calls right now. No courses, because I need to see where you are. I don't want to just throw a course and stick y'all in the course, and I don't know exactly what y'all need help with. Like, I don't know where you are in your business right now. So these clarity calls not only help you, but it'll help me determine where I can be of value for you. So this is just the intro back to business gossip for 2026. That comment was definitely my confirmation to get back on business gossip, because I was like praying. I was like, Lord, am I supposed to be doing business gossip? And I really enjoy doing business gossip because it's like my little diary. Like, it's just like my little diary, and I enjoy doing it. But thank y'all so much for watching. I'll be back next Monday. I'm gonna try to record these, like pre-record them, and I'm gonna get me a calendar of what I want to talk about, or leave in the comments what y'all what topics y'all want me to talk about business, anything regarding business. Let me know, and we can deep dive. Make sure y'all have y'all pen and paper. Y'all know I don't mind dropping gems, but just support your girl, okay? All right, support me just a little bit, and we gonna get it popping over here. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye.